Long before cities, before books, before borders, Africa already knew the gods. These were not gods that lived far away in the sky. These were gods people believed lived in the rivers, the forests, the mountains, and the storms. They were close to humans. They watched humans. They punished, protected, and guided them. African people believed that everything around them had life and spirit. Thunder was not just noise. Water was not just water. Fire was not just fire. Every force of nature had a god behind it. And above all these gods was one great creator, a supreme power that made the universe itself. Among the Yoruba people, this supreme god is called Olodumare. Olodumare created the sky, the earth, time, and destiny. He was so powerful that no human could see him clearly or understand him fully. Olodumare did not come down to fight wars or solve small problems. Instead, he created other gods and gave them special duties. These gods were called Orishas. Each Orisha controlled something important in the world. Some controlled water, some controlled fire, some controlled iron, and some controlled life and death. Humans prayed to them because they were closer and could hear human cries. One of the first Orishas was Obatala. Obatala was gentle, calm, and wise. Olodumare gave him a sacred task to create human bodies. Obatala came down to earth with clay and began to mold humans. He shaped arms, legs, faces, and hearts. But one day, Obatala drank too much palm wine. His hands became unsteady. Some humans were created differently. Some were born blind. Some could not walk. When Obatala realized what he had done, he cried deeply. From that day, he promised never to drink again. He became the protector of people with disabilities. Africans learned that even gods can make mistakes, and kindness is more powerful than perfection. Another powerful god was Shango. Shango was once a human king who ruled the ancient Oyo kingdom. He was strong, brave, and feared, but he had a terrible temper. When Shango became angry, thunder shook the sky. When he shouted, lightning struck the ground. After his death, something strange happened. Thunder and lightning followed his name. The people believed Shango had become a god. He became the god of thunder, lightning, fire, and justice. When lightning strikes, elders say Shango is speaking. He hates lies and injustice. He punishes the wicked and protects the innocent. Shango was married to a powerful goddess named Oya. Oya controlled wind, storms, and great change. She could bring strong winds that tear down trees and homes. She also controlled death and rebirth. Oya teaches that change is never gentle. When she comes, nothing stays the same. But after destruction, something new is born. Africans believe that endings are not always bad. Sometimes they are necessary for growth. There was also Ogun, one of the most feared gods. Ogun was the god of iron, metal, war, and tools. Every knife, every sword, every road, and every machine belonged to Ogun. Blacksmiths prayed to him before touching iron. Warriors prayed to him before battle. Drivers prayed to him before traveling, asking that iron should not drink their blood. Ogun clears paths for humans, but if disrespected, he destroys without mercy. He represents raw power and danger. Where there is water, there is life. And where there is life, there is Yemoja. Yemoja is the mother goddess of rivers and oceans. She is the mother of many gods and humans. She protects pregnant women and children. People cry into rivers and believe Yemoja hears them. When rivers overflow, people say Yemoja is giving birth. She is kind and healing, but when angry, her waters destroy everything. She reminds humans that nature is both loving and deadly. Not all gods used strength. Some used wisdom. Anansi, the spider god, was small but clever. He loved stories and tricks. Anansi tricked kings, spirits, and even greater gods. He brought stories and knowledge to humans. Africans believed stories carry wisdom, and wisdom is power. Every story told today is said to belong to Anansi. In ancient Egypt, the gods were carved in stone and written on walls. The sun god Ra traveled across the sky each day and through darkness at night. Osiris ruled the land of the dead and taught humans farming and laws. His wife Isis used magic to bring him back to life, teaching that death is not the end. Anubis, the god with the head of a jackal, judged the dead by weighing their hearts. African gods were not perfect. They loved, fought, and made mistakes. That is why humans understood them. Religion was part of daily life: farming, birth, marriage, and death. Then came colonization. Many African gods were called evil. Shrines were destroyed. But the gods did not die. They crossed the ocean with enslaved Africans and survived in Vodun, Santería, Candomblé, and Ifa. African mythology is not just old stories. It is a way of understanding life. And even today, when thunder roars, rivers rise, iron cuts, and stories are told by firelight, the gods are remembered. They never truly left. African mythology reminds us that the gods were never distant. They lived in the rivers, the storms, the iron, and the stories passed from generation to generation. They taught respect for nature, balance in life, courage in hardship, and wisdom in change. Though time has passed and the world has changed, these gods were never forgotten. They live on in thunder, in water, in fire, and in every story that is told. If you enjoyed this journey into the powerful gods of African mythology, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss more hidden stories, lost histories, and ancient wisdom. Some stories were almost forgotten, but today you found them.